Hey there. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Charlotte Smith of 3 Cow Marketing and the Profitable Farm Facebook group, which is where I am right now. Thanks for watching, giving me some time today and watching this video. Today's video is really, really important in that I'm sharing some information about trends that you've really got to stay on top of. So as farmers selling direct to consumer, you know, we barely have time for marketing our products, let alone staying on top of what's happening in the marketing world. So I want to help you with that. There is this trend that I wrote about this summer that I want to emphasize now because we're headed that way faster than I ever thought. And that is the trend of people placing more importance on convenience over quality. So farm fresh food has been all the rage and all the trend for the last few years. And people are selling out their homes in town and moving out and starting their farms and supplying farm fresh food to their communities. There are indicators that that trend is starting to decline. People attending farmers markets is declining, the number of people who attend farmers markets. So how are you and I going to continue to thrive and build our profitable farms when we're facing that battle and that struggle? And there is a way, and you've got to start now if you haven't already, and that is the continued relationship building. And I know some of you are thinking, oh my gosh, you know, just give us your marketing plan. Stop talking about relationship building. Relationship building is my marketing plan. That is what will build your profitable farm, especially in the times we're facing today. So hang with me here, and I hope you'll take our free courses that get you started with your email list so you can engage with them, because that's, you know, relationship building works that way too. But I just want to reiterate too that more and more, when people are given the option between super convenient food that is a little lower quality than what you and I produce, they are choosing the convenience. We see it over and over. Now, one of our farmers in this group actually has nailed it. Nick Burton has this salad delivery business where he takes his vegetables he grows into his 10 by 14 kitchen, and he delivers salad to the desks of his customers, which are mostly women or maybe all women. That is what people are looking for, the ultimate convenience. The problem is you and I who are trying to sell jars of raw milk, half a hog, quarter beef or dozens of eggs. We can't do what Nick has done. Nick has done so well, and he's making, you know, multiple six figures in his business doing that. So if you and I can't do that, we've really got to emphasize relationship, because the only thing that makes people prioritize quality that might be less convenient is when that quality comes with a relationship. All right? So, relationship. When the high quality food is inconvenient, but it comes with a good dose of relationship, a personal relationship with you, hopefully, they will prioritize that. So our farm's an example. We're an hour drive from two of the closest big towns. And every week we have 100, 150 families who make that 1 hour, one-way drive, which is incredibly inconvenient because they all work and have kids in school, because of not just our high quality food, because of the relationship. If the food was a little lower quality, they'd still come out. But if the relationship wasn't there, they would no longer make the drive to our farm. So what does this look like for me? Well, it's the things I talk about, where I send my emails once a month, minimum year-round, talking about things, you know, not just selling them products, but sharing stories that they see themselves in those stories I tell, so that they want to come out. And when they're here, I'm in my farm store often, I'm visiting with them. One of our marketing students who's in our paid course right now, Kenya, she posted a video yesterday of the table and chairs in the middle of her farm store, because we're talking about this topic there. And she said, this is where I sit down with my customers and we share a cup of tea on a regular basis. And she said, you would not believe the stories that are shared around this table. So that's what I'm talking about. You've got to find a way to recreate that. I'm starting to get emails now from people who are saying, well, the farmers markets are closed, so how are we going to make money? You know, our sales always drop this time of year. Well, the blog post I sent out this morning that's in the link, and the one I wrote this summer in the link, there are ways in there for you to get out and meet people, because nothing replaces this relationship. And those things don't scale. So you can't, if you have 150 families a week, you can't sit down with 150 people every single week and keep that relationship. But if you figure one person you meet with represents, 15 people that you don't in person, you can still scale that way. And then also combined with your relational emails you're sending out every 2 or 3 or 4 weeks minimum, you're going to nail it. That's all you need. So, a lot of people will come to me for tips and tricks and marketing templates and all, and those are great. We provide those, but without this relationship, those things don't work. So you can follow my marketing schedule and you can post pictures like I post, but without the relationship in there, they will fall flat and you won't have that engaged audience. So again, I just want to reiterate that faster than I expected, so faster than we expected, people are choosing convenience over quality. So farm fresh food is not important. Getting to the farmer's market is not as important as convenience, having things delivered to their door. So when you and I can't deliver a quarter beef to the door, when you and I, our only outlet is a farmer's market and we need the traffic to the farmer's market, we've got to focus on that relationship building. All right, I've said that a lot during this video. So click on those 2 posts, read them, get some ideas about how you can get out in your community. Oh, and I wanted to touch on one more thing. If the markets are closed, you have not as much income over the winter, there are a couple things you can do right now. Connect with, go through your customer or your friends' database in your mind, connect with some influencers. For instance, I have a local winery who we stop in a couple times a year to their open houses, and we'll bring them meat, and they bought some meat from us, and she's an influencer. She is connected to thousands and thousands of people in our community and the surrounding area, and she talks about our meat all the time and posts pictures. So she's someone I'm going to give some fresh, I would recommend give some of your product, give it away free to an influencer like that this time of year, because they're going to do some of that marketing for you. They're going to talk about your meat, and you can even say, hey, I'd like to give you a couple chickens to enjoy, but also to thank you for how much you share about the meat you buy from us or the products you buy from us. And also, since this is our slow time of year, maybe I can entice you to talk about it a little more and let people know that they can just email me or call me. Here's my phone number, and pick up some of our products directly from us through the winter once the markets are closed. So find those influencers. I have another lady who, they're good customers. They're here once a week, but she has an email list of about 700 people because she sells those Kangen water machines. And whenever I am have a little extra milk because we had a cow freshen, I'll just give her a bunch of cream and milk and butter and say, hey, I so appreciate your business. I love, that we're friends. We've gotten to be friends over the years. I have a lot of extra milk right now. So here's some butter and cream. I want your family to enjoy. And if you want to spread the message to your own followers or your email list, I would love it. You'd really help me out. And she helps me out. So not all your customers will do that. You can't send out a blanket email and say, hey, spread the word, we have extra milk. What you need to do is reach out to 1 or 2 in person specifically, connect with them, give them some of your product for free, and ask them to share. Those are the kind of influencers I talk about. And that I describe that in the blog post there too. And then, let's see, what else? I made some notes. Oh, contact past customers. So if you took our free email course, you got your email marketing set up, you're emailing your customers minimum once a month, get in touch with some customers who bought from you in the past. Say, hey, I just wanted to let you know the market is closed, but you are welcome to come to our house and pick up some products here. We've got a freezer in our garage, or whatever your situation is. So, but if you contact customers who bought from you, 6 months ago, and you haven't emailed them in the 6 months since, they're far less likely to do it. So when you've got that consistent relationship with them, and then you ask them to come buy from you over the winter, they are happy to do so because they're going to prioritize the quality of your products and the relationship, and they aren't going to care that it's inconvenient. They aren't going to care that they can no longer go to the market because it's closed. They have to drive out to your farm. They don't mind that because that relationship drives that. All right, so that's what you're going to need to focus on this winter if you have a harder time selling your products in the winter. Ask any questions below or feel free to email me. We can talk more about this. But those two blog posts go in deeper on this. And really, I encourage you stay on top of this trend of everyone is prioritizing convenience over quality. Oh, and one more thing. I was listening to a podcast yesterday on NPR, so millions of downloads of this podcast. And right in the middle of it, he had a commercial. And he said, hey, are you tired of spending your week trying to find a local farmer's market and then you got to go home and chop up vegetables? Well, go to this company, Harvest Fresh. They will deliver to your door a bowl and a smoothie ingredients every single day or every week or something like that. He said, no more trekking to the farmers markets, no more cutting up vegetables. I'm telling you this because that's what we're fighting against. That's what we have to fight against. And the person who wins that fight will be the person with the relationship, and that's what you and I can do. When we're direct to consumer, this company having NPR advertise for them through a commercial is not, they're not selling, they don't have that, they can't do the relationships you and I can do. So when you and I know that that's our battle against all that's being advertised nowadays, the only way we're going to win that battle, because we can't deliver our half hogs to the front of someone's doorstep, cooked and ready to go and chopped up, is that relationship. All right, so I just want to inspire you today to focus on building relationships, because that's what's going to get us through this really difficult trend going on now of farmers markets and farm fresh food declining and convenience overtaking that. So I just want to inspire you, keep building those relationships. Take our free email course, at least get set up on that. Posting on Facebook is not a relationship. It's not consistent enough. Not enough people see your Facebook posts for you to think that they feel like they have a relationship with you. You've got to do these things in person and by email marketing. So I think that's it. I'd love to know how many times I said relationship during this video. So you guys, this is my last video before Thanksgiving. So have a wonderful Thanksgiving. But we'll be chatting in the Facebook group, of course. And anytime you have a question, just reach out to us at 3cowmarketing@gmail.com too. So take care, everyone, and have a great week. All right, bye-bye.